Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got one here from SkyMax Models. It is a Douglas TBD-1 Devastator, as you can see here, and our particular aircraft here is from VT6 while aboard the USS Enterprise in 1941. Now, the Douglas TBD-1 Devastator was an American torpedo bomber, first entering US naval service in 1937. But by the time the US entered World War II, it was already a little outdated, and 130 aircraft were built, though, between 1937 to 1939, and they would see frontline service during the early parts of the war. But its vulnerability and poor performance would see it removed from frontline service by 1942 after the disaster of the Battle of Midway, in where out of 41 Devastators that attacked the Japanese fleet, only 6 aircraft would survive to return to their carriers, and not a single torpedo hit any Japanese ship. The defective Mark 13 torpedo did not help the situation either. But poor handling and the fact that they had to fly straight and so slow to drop their torpedo did make them easy pickings for the Japanese AA and fighters. They were used a little bit until 1944 for training purposes, but none would actually survive the war. So there are no actual surviving airframes at all anywhere in the world. But it does come in one of these little normal boxes that SkyMax do have. It does have the little information on the back, and of course this pretty cool looking Devastator in the box, although I would not want to be flying one during World War II. But let's talk less and open more. So we'll open this box up and check out this TBD-1 Devastator. Alright, with this Devastator out of the box in its blister pack, it does come with a little baggie that does have the torpedo that you need to put on. Now it does, let's get this open. It does have the stand in the side here, and it does have a little baggie which has the top of the stand on there, a little cradle type thing, and a little hook as well. And that awesome looking Devastator right there. Let's see if we can get that. Wow, that's got some heft to it. It does have the landing gear options in the pack, of course. We'll move this blister pack out of the way because we want to check out this aircraft in the bare bones first and see how she does look. Wow. Even though the aircraft did not perform that well, this model, geez, this does come up really nice. All those lines there are beautifully engraved. That is absolutely awesome. Jesus. I don't think the... Oh, it does. Wow, check out that. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Jesus. That is so well done. My God. That goes on perfectly. Wow, this is such a nice build. For such a dismal aircraft. I don't mean to pick on the Devastator, but boy, the pilots that flew this, very brave men flying one of these. This is absolutely wonderfully done. It's got some really nice engine detail as well. Check out that. Shit. Propeller spins beautifully. Even the propellers have some great detail on there. Jesus. That's insane. That is really well done. Let's have a little look underneath. So it does have the same colour throughout the whole aircraft from top to bottom. The details, absolutely fantastic. Check out that. Nuts, absolutely nuts. That is some really awesome detail there. This is going to be great to see all set up. So, well, speaking of setting up, what we'll do is we'll set this up for in-flight, make you in-flight guys happy first, and check this awesome Devastator out. We'll be back in 1 second. All right, we're back with the Devastator set up for in-flight. Very straightforward. There is just the main wheel covers that are straightforward. You just put those in. They are the retracted wheels that go straight in there. Very, very straightforward. No problem there. There is nothing else to do. There is a cover for that hole too, but we are going to be putting the stand in there because that's where the stand goes for in-flight. And you put your torpedo in the extended position, ready to be dropped. And of course, on the top, you just put an aerial right in the front there. You do get a spare, so that is pretty cool. And that is how your Devastator from SkyMax will look in flight. And I'll tell you what, this aircraft looks fantastic. The model looks great. And of course, to put it on the stand, You think you know what I'm going to say, but I'm not. This is the stand you get, and that's the point that goes in that hole. And for you in-flight guys, you get to keep the ordnance on, because that loops over the top of that torpedo, although it does touch the paint. So if you're a bit worried about that, put some tape on the edges there, and that won't touch the paint then. But that will be your sweet Devastator set up for in-flight on that little stand, which is fantastic. It's good for a change. You get to keep the ordnance on your aircraft without having to take it off for a stand, which I think is fantastic. To be honest, I think this whole build, excellent, top notch. It is great. So with that side of it done, for you flyboys, you should be pretty happy with that. I'm a gear down man, so what we'll do is we'll chuck some landing gear on this, and we will come right back and check this out gear down. All right, here we have the Devastator set up for a gear down. So easy. You just put the whole module. It is a whole module that contains that landing gear on either side. You drop them straight in. The wheels roll as well. That is no problem. And I put the closed torpedo bay door on, so you can see that. And of course, the stand hole cover. And that is how she looks. And boy, this looks fantastic. Yeah, I am really happy with this SkyMax model. These come up fantastic. I can't say it again. Well, I can. It's fantastic. I am really stoked. This is a real great build of an unfortunate aircraft, actually. But I reckon it is such a solid build for sure. Hopefully you guys do agree. Yep, definitely a great one. I will put this on the deck and wind up the video, of course. I think this whole build is really solid. So hopefully you guys do agree with me. And yeah, hopefully the video has done it justice. And you can make your own choice if you want to get one of these yourself. Now, of course, I will do the usual. I will take some photos of this and chuck them on at the end of the video for those of you that are interested in checking out the photos of this awesome-looking build without these all over it. Now, of course, if you did enjoy the video, the aircraft, or anything to do with what I've just said or done, don't forget to do one of these somewhere down there. I will muchly appreciate that. And, of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I will finish off by saying thank you so much for spending your valuable time, of course, in watching the video. Hopefully you've made it to the end. And if you did, I will say thank you very much. You all have an awesome rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.